Why planes don't fly over the Tibetan Plateau.
Welcome to Reality Reviews.
The Tibetan Plateau, often dubbed the roof of the world, is a colossal expanse of land that towers over much of Asia. Its average altitude of over 4,500 meters, 14,764 feet, is enough to make even the most seasoned mountaineer gasp. But what about aeroplanes? Why do these magnificent machines capable of soaring through the clouds avoid this imposing landmass? Examine a flight path map and you'll notice an eerie absence, a hollow expanse where planes dare not venture. This is the Tibetan Plateau, a geographical black hole for aviation. The challenges of flying over the plateau. High altitude. The Tibetan Plateau is not merely high, it's an altitude anomaly. Its peak stretches miles into the sky, creating an environment drastically different from the lower atmosphere. This extreme altitude translates to significantly thinner air. Aircraft engines, designed to compress air for combustion, struggle to generate sufficient power in such conditions. In such conditions, the air density is much lower, making it difficult for planes to maintain lift and perform optimally. It's akin to trying to run a marathon while gasping for breath at the summit of Everest. Turbulence. Beyond the air's density, the Tibetan Plateau is a meteorological maelstrom. Violent wind patterns, unpredictable turbulence, and sudden storms are common occurrences. These conditions often generate severe turbulence. These conditions pose immense challenges for pilots who rely on stable air for safe flight. The combination of thin air and tempestuous weather creates a perfect storm of aviation hazards. Lack of emergency landing sites. To compound the issue, emergency landing options are virtually non-existent on the plateau. The Tibetan Plateau is sparsely populated, and the rugged terrain offers few options for emergency landings. The scarcity of airports or suitable flat areas to land in case of an emergency adds a layer of risk when flying over this region. Pilots prefer routes where they have more options for safe landings if needed. Air traffic control limitations. Air traffic control infrastructure in the Tibetan Plateau is limited due to its remote and challenging environment. This can make communication and navigation more difficult for pilots flying over the area, increasing the complexity of managing flights safely. As a result, planes often avoid this region, opting for safer and better monitored routes. The Tibetan Plateau is a fascinating and mysterious land. Its untouched landscapes, unique wildlife, and rich cultural history draw in explorers and adventurers. However, its harsh conditions and remote location have kept it largely hidden, earning it the name Forbidden Plateau.